I want to talk about the drum. Now, to understand the drum, to get to the root of the drum, we must dissect it. Drums used by man before 6000 BC. Drums used in ancient times by tribes. The record shows Neanderthal men, troglodytes, cavemen. But even this can be traced back to the first land, the original land, the motherland, Africa. Before pre-Columbian Aztecs, before the Mayans talked to ancient astronauts, before Native Americans roamed the earth, we had the drum. We had African tribes playing the drum. Using the drum to speak to God, using the drums to communicate, using the drums to conduct war, using the drums to conduct peace. We had the drum, and the drums speak to you. Zulu, Wasa, Yoruba, Swana, Zimba, Tutsi, Rungu, Lamba, Mada, Mende, Zambo, Bana, Shamba, Bamana, Liko, Lembe, San, Masai, Cuba, Africa. The drums speak to you. Now let's talk about the power of the drum, a spiritual thing. From modern jazz drummers to shaman using drums to heal the sick, to ancient rituals of Santeria, to the drum circles on the streets of Spanish Harlem. The drum speaks to you. The drum speaks to you. From 4x4 house music on the streets of Chicago to the inner city of Detroit, the drum speaks to you. From the early days of hip-hop in the streets of Brooklyn, the drum speaks to you. The drum speaks to you. Manipulating time and space, the drum speaks to you. From the islands of Cuba, Santo Domingo, Puerto Rico, Jamaica, the drum speaks to you. And the drum says,
Sup everybody, welcome back to Chart Striker. This is your host Dana. Hope all of you have had a good day so far. Now let's get straight into things. The daily candle close is already here. And as I've been discussing past days, what I've been saying over and over, I'm not panicking yet. This is exactly the reason why, guys, okay? Because what were we aware of that could happen? A fake out to the downside, but as long as there was no daily candle close below that critical level, not even a 4-hourly candle close with some follow through, then it doesn't matter, whatever, right? Now, I will get into what the Bitcoin bulls need to do before, you know, we can see other levels, higher levels, which levels they need to break first, and so on and so forth. But first, I want to start with welcoming everybody in the chat. I see you, Ralph. I see Hope. Like, welcome to the chat. Hope everybody's doing good. And if you love the contents, if you find them to be educational, if you're learning a thing or two, then please do consider subscribing, liking, hitting that bell, you know, just to support the stream as well. All right, so this is what Bitcoin needs to do, all right? Bitcoin needs to break above this level. I need to see a daily candle close above this level, literally 27,550-ish dollars. If that can happen, then I wouldn't be that surprised if we see levels of 28,000, you know, to 28.5. Very possible, but we need to break above this level. Now, the good thing with the daily candle close this time, it actually closed in a strong way. So that's good. That's not a bad thing. This is good, okay? Because closing below this level, you know what it means? It means we might be hitting S1, S2, and so on and so forth. But the fact that it held is not a bad thing. On top of that, guess what? Yesterday I was discussing the fact that oscillators are trying to turn, you know, positive. And today they're actually positive, right? We have our first, you know, positive momentum. On the oscillator, we have our MACD bullish cross as well. Like, so it's looking better today than it did yesterday, which is a very good thing. So for now, TA has been respected. Like, since a few days ago, I've been telling you guys, there's no need to panic. Like, I can understand, like, some people have been panicking. Like, the sentiment of people has been on a panic mode, and there's really no need, just for this simple reason. Okay? Simple reason that we didn't break below this critical level and there was no follow through. Simple. So we'll leave it there on the daily because there's not much to add. I've been saying the same thing for a few days and it's playing out. T is being respected, so all good. We will be having a look at Ethereum today, Cardano, BNB, Phantom, XRP, Chainlink, Pepe coin, Pepe again, and Magic and Solana as well, and then maybe Google, McDonald's, Apple, and just, you know, see what's going on the stock side as well, right? So let's move on to the 4-hourly time frame. So look guys, on the 4-hourly, as long as there is no close below $27,000, we're also good. Okay, we're also good. No close below $27,000, it's fine. We see a 4-hourly candle close below $27,000, then this is our first support right around these levels, okay? Right around this level, 26,800-ish to 26,700-ish is very possible. That is, if we see a 4-hourly candle close below this level right here that I'm pointing out, okay? So that's pretty much, you know, simple Bitcoin TA. No need to complicate things because the chart is really telling at the moment. So just gonna let it be there. Not looking horrible, guys. It's not looking horrible. I understand it's a bit scary, especially if one got in at these levels. But with the people who've been doing their research and doing TA, like, this is telling. Okay, so you know the support levels on the 4-hourly as well, 4-hourly time frame, and you know about the daily time frame. You know what we need to hold, you know what we need to break above. Any break above this level, even a 4-hourly candle, doesn't have to be a daily, even a 4-hourly candle is gonna help the price, you know, push up to at least 28,150, all the way to 28,600. Around these levels is very possible. Okay, so let's move on to Ethereum as well. So something interesting and nice has happened with Ethereum. We broke above that resistance level, like the daily candle came in. It was nice, but Ethereum, we also discussed that the fact that it was looking a bit more positive than what Bitcoin was looking like yesterday, right? So here we go. Like, look, TA is being respected. Like, I don't know what else to add except that we broke above resistance. We are at that, 4-hourly resistance as well. Hence, we pulled back a little bit, but also just like Bitcoin, that $27,100 around that level, how important it is that the 4-hourly, the 4-hourly price action stays above that level. Same things goes for Ethereum, but of course it's a different price, okay? So for Ethereum, I need the 4-hourly, price action to stay above $1,840-ish. If it can hold, perfect. If it doesn't, then our support is around 1,820, somewhere around that level, okay? But as long as 4-hourly candle holds, we form some sort of support base on top of this, old resistance level, right? Right here, we form a new support base. Then, guys, it's gonna be looking even more better for Ethereum because there is really not much after this resistance. This is the next one, around 1,937-ish, and then this is the next one. Like, so if we see a close above this level, not much likely. There's not much that's gonna hold this price, from going here if it manages to break above this level. Simple. So it's looking good. Ethereum also looking good. Positive momentum on the oscillator. RSI is above neutral, even looking a bit better, like a tad better than Bitcoin to be fair, right? So it's looking fine for hourly. Yeah, as long as we are above this level, it's also fine, guys. What I love is the daily candle close. It closed with strength from the bulls and not the bears, okay? And this, it's been a while. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Like, the last time we were above these levels was 12 days ago. So this is something, this is important. On top of that, I did tell you guys that on the 24th, as you guys can see, on the 24th, it's the FOMC minutes meeting again. So we will get the summary tomorrow and we'll see what happens. And you know how the market tends to shake a little bit, just before, right after, the news. So I'm not surprised we're seeing some volatility again. And I bet if I bring the Bollinger Band forward, it's gonna be saying the same thing. But let's move on. No need to get into all that. By the way, guys, is the sound good? Is the volume of the music balanced? Like, is everything well balanced? Let me know. Ralph, hope I see all the love, all the hype. I love this. Thank you for all the support, guys. And by the way, guys, little update. I've removed the $15 request thing for this reason, because I've been away on vacation 2 months, so I want to be generous, because you guys have been patient and waiting. So I've removed it for now. So you do you guys with your questions. If there are any requests, you know what to do. Seize the moment, take the benefits. Okay, so we're done with Bitcoin. We're done with Ethereum as well. We'll have a look at Cardano, BNB, and then the rest of the altcoins too. So yesterday when I told you guys, remember this? I know Ralph was and Sinner definitely remember what this pattern is now, right? But I told you guys yesterday that the BNB bears will have to wait a bit longer, a tad longer, until the price breaks down, because yesterday, first of all, most important thing, this demand line is still being respected as a demand line, right? Then on top of that, we had some positive, hold on, it's not on this one. Yeah, right here, we had some positive momentum for BNB, positive divergence, excuse me, for BNB. So this plus demand line being supported at support, okay, plus the Eastern, like potential bullish signal that we got, that we had, like all this kind of, mixes up in a big pot, and it becomes a good thing. Like the ingredients are good, for a nice setup, right? So now BNB is busy hanging around this 4-hourly resistance, which is not that surprising, as you guys can see. So we need to break above this level, which is around $317. If we can see a break to the upside with some follow through, see eventually around 322 for a start, but main target for BNB is still up at these levels, okay? Somewhere around 340 to 350, right? We just gotta break these levels first, but in general, it's looking fine. It's looking fine. It's not gonna be looking fine if we break below this, old respected demand line, and then this support doesn't hold, then hello, we're going lower to these levels, okay? Now let's move on to the next one. Cardano. So I told you guys about this one in time. I told you guys do not panic. I know, and we do see there's some type of bearish channel, but just because we see a signal on the candlesticks or a signal on any Western indicator, it doesn't mean it's gonna play out just because something is showing, right? We have to put everything into consideration. I'm not gonna get into details. That's for, Patreon and so on. But I did tell you guys to be just because it's a bearish, flag more than anything else, it's still, at some sort of a low, looking at the whole price action, if you think about it, right? I mean, of course, this can break down. Very possible it can break down. And then we can see these levels. I'm not saying that can never happen. It can happen. Thing is, it wasn't showing that it was going to happen straight then. Right then, when we were doing this TA, I think maybe 4 days ago or something, it wasn't showing that it was about to break down then. So we have to adapt. So at the moment, we are on the daily, we are like moving. Cardano's doing fine. Our size is very weak though. It's below neutral. That daily candle close, like I would have loved it if I saw a strong close above this level. Like 0.3713 to be a bit more conservative, okay? But somewhere around this level. but it didn't. That's not what happened. So it was a nice play from here to here. I mean, that's not bad. 5%, I guess for scalpers, that's something. But look, it's not looking super duper strong, guys, at the moment. Like, yeah, I'd be a bit cautious. Still. Hold on, let me just check something, because I think I see something interesting, but I'm not so sure. Yeah, okay. I'll have to wait before I tell you guys, but I do see something interesting. But at the same time, I'll have to wait 5 days for the weekly candle to close and for the weekly time frame to end as well. And then I could be a bit more sure, because I see something, but it's nothing that I can back up right now, because it's not complete yet. So I gotta give it some time. So yeah, Cardano, like, there are other, you know, assets that have been doing so much better than Cardano when it comes to, you know, respecting the TA and so on. So we just gotta give it a bit more time, right? Anyways, if we break above this level, this 4 hourly, you know, resistance that we have around 0.38, then see ya eventually around 0.39, 0.34. It's not a big difference, but that's what's going on. On the 4 hourly, I expect, yeah, like if this doesn't hold right here, let me just draw it for you, hold on. So if this doesn't hold, then eventually we will come back to these levels again, guys. So keep that in mind. Any 4 hourly candle close below 0.36, being a bit more flexible, then most likely that we come back to these levels, you know, to touch that bottom channel, right? Bottom part of the channel. So yeah, that's Cardano. Not looking super duper strong at the moment. And we do have some nice, some new resistance. Again, on the 4 hourly. So let me just draw it for you. Hold on. So yeah, ladies and gents, there's new resistance for Cardano, be aware. So we need to break above that area first, okay? We need to break this area right here, so we can see the next one. So now we're just building resistance after resistance for Cardano, which is like, look, I've seen crazy things happen in crypto. Like when there is true strength, when there is real strength, you can just see a green nice candle out of nowhere, you know, it just, you know, breaks this resistance and it's ready, you know, to go to the next one. So these things can happen, but we're being a bit more realistic right now, right? And realistically right now, it's not looking that strong. Hopefully it manages to hold above this 0.36 area, and if it does, good. If it doesn't, we'll take it from there. So we're done with Cardano as well. Awesome. H bar. Yeah, we can have a look, Ralph. Just hold on. Having a sip of water. Hydrate, guys. Hydrate. Do not forget to drink. Alright, so we are gonna look how Cardano is trying to hold above this level. It's very important, but alright, let's move on. Ralph, I'll be looking at H bar right after I get through the altcoins that I have in mind, okay? Well, H bar, we'll do it soon. Next is XRP, Ripple. Since soon, very soon, XRP, the lawsuit, and everything is gonna come to an end. From what I know, hold on. I'm trying to find the article where I saw that it could be over in a few months. It could be over in a few months. Like if it's deemed a security, it's done with. It's done with. They're gonna be fined with so much. But if not, it's gonna be a good win for XRP. Anyway, I can't find the article, so I don't know, but I do know sometime these coming months it's supposed to be over, but I'm not so sure about what's gonna happen. All right, let's have a look at Ripple. Okay, so this is also another one that TA respected, right? There are some bad signs though. It's so important. The music is a bit too high. Hold on. Is it the music that's a bit too high or the volume of my sound? Is this any better? Like, do you hear me more clearly? I think this is good. It should be good. Because I don't want the music to disappear completely either. Okay, great, awesome. So this is what's going on. Thank you, Ralph. So this is what's going on with Ripple. That hourly support we spoke about, discussed, kind of held even after it came down, after it touched, that daily resistance. So TA respected here, TA respected here, kind of going up. But now we have a new resistance level for Ripple, right? If we can't get above this area, around 0.4667, let me just draw it for you. The feedback I've got is when I'm drawing it, like people see the things that I'm trying to show a bit more clearer. So hence I keep on drawing it all the time. There you go. So we need to see a 4-hourly candle close above this level, okay? 4-hourly candle close above this level means we could go a bit higher, you know, back to retest maybe this area again, right? But in general, any close above this area will take us to this resistance, and then if the bulls manage to just, you know, break above this resistance back to that nice area we had, you know, from last time, around 0.53 to 0.57, possible again. Oscillators looking positive on the daily, on the 4-hourly. We are, wow, this is nice. This is not bad. Hold on. Yeah, there is some type of some sort of positive divergence, you know, building on the 4-hourly time frame at the moment, so keep that in mind. We got negative momentum on the oscillators on the 4-hourly time frame. RSI is above neutral, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. Excuse me, negative momentum on the oscillators. Negative momentum on the oscillators, but it's weak. It's not that strong. It's weak. So that's pretty much Ripple, you know, the levels to the upside, you know, the levels to the downside, and we are done. And you know what? We need to break above on the 4-hourly time frame, so things can escalate to the upside, you know, a bit faster, right? Okay, so that's Ripple. We are done. And yeah, for those Fibonacci people, look at this. Right around that golden fib, right? Bounced off. Yeah, and now we have difficulty getting above that 38.2 level. So yeah, and you know what they say about levels and how they play out and so on, which I'm also gonna make a video about and release it to the Patreon. So it's stuck right at the 38.2. We need some strength to push it. That could come out from news. We'll see what happens. Monthly is looking, yeah. Weekly a tad better. Daily, yeah. Any close below this support is not gonna be a good look. That much I know, okay? Because that means we could pull back all the way to these levels. Hold on. All the way to these levels is possible. If we see any even a 4-hourly candle close below this area, 0.446, then it's most likely gonna go a bit lower, okay? All right, so we're done with Ripple as well. Let's move on. XRP done. Let's go. Chain link. This one, it's been a while we saw chain link, right? It's still alive though. It's still alive. It's still here. So all good. All good. Okay. Chain link still holding support like a king. That rhymed. But Chainlink still holding support like a king. Like, no jokes. All jokes aside, okay? We are respecting this supply. Excuse me. We are respecting this demand line, right? Respected, 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 respected. But if it breaks below this level, First support I'm looking at is around 6.16 all the way down to 5.9-ish dollars, right? Resistance to the upside, first resistance on the daily time frame is around 6.8 to 6.9, and then we have another one. If that manages to break, then see eventually around 7.22 to 7.3-ish levels, right? Oscillators positive, histogram positive, MACD just gave us this nice bullish crossover as well. RSI is below neutral, but that could take time. There are no signs of any positive divergence yet. So this could take a bit of it could take its time till we see something happen, like, you know, a nice reaction, because I don't see anything telling us that we're going up from these levels at the moment, you know, unlike BNB, for example, unlike Bitcoin and stuff. I do not see it. So looking at the shorter time frames on the 4-hourly, I wouldn't be that surprised if we come back to these levels, and we can have a look at it next time and see if it plays, if TA got respected, right? But I think we can come back to these levels. I wouldn't be that surprised. Looking at the 4-hourly, we had this negative divergence, right? And it already started going down since then. It's already played out. Now any hourly candle close below this level. Let me just draw it for you. Hold on. Any hourly candle close below this level. See you back around these levels, guys. Simple. I mean, simply put, okay? But I do see on the hourly, only on the hourly, I do see there is some fight between the bulls and the bears going on. Like they're trying to do something, but they gotta be a bit more aggressive if something is gonna happen. Hourly, this is our first resistance right here, right around this level. There you go, your hourly resistance. Any close above this level right here, the hourly, I should probably, hold on. Is gonna help, you know, push the price a bit higher to that next resistance I was talking about, which is around 6.65 to 6.67 levels, okay, somewhere around these areas, right? If we see an hourly candle close above this area, okay, simple. Daily, I'd rather give it some time, guys. Chain link, I'd rather give it some time because I do not see anything clear hinting of it's time to go. Let me just double check just to be triple sure. Not only double sure, but triple sure. Yeah, I'd give it a bit more time. I wouldn't be rushing in just because it's at supply and stuff. Like, I do not see a lot of factors to make me think it's time now, and we let it be, right? So we're done with link as well. Okay, next is, I haven't forgotten H bar, Ralph, soon. Or was it Hope? I'm sorry. I think it was either Ralph or Hope. My bad. But I haven't forgotten H bar yet. So next is Solana. Right, Ralph. My bad. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, time for a question. Again, you know, the best way to learn is to ask, and someone gives you a good answer, and you keep on asking questions and so on. And also, when I ask you questions, guys, I'm trying to make it fun. I'm trying to give you this fun way of learning, you know? So, it's question time. Are you ready? What is this? What is this? And you got a minute. Exactly. Good job, Ralph. Good job. I see somebody has been listening. It's good. So it's the descending falling wedge. Awesome. Okay. Let's move on. Look, I'm gonna like this is gonna be one of those awesome like setups that we are seeing live. So if anybody misses this, it's on you. It's on you, okay? So let me show you something. Have you guys seen that video where there's this guy? I think he was gonna, it was something like bungee jumping or something, and he keeps on saying, because he was so scared, he was like, let me tell you something, let me tell you something. Oh, like every second he was like, let me tell you something, because he didn't want to jump. So let me tell you something before, you know, you guys miss this jump on Solana, right? We have the falling wedge, descending falling wedge, number one. We have a potential reversal signal showing as well, okay? We are at support on top of that. You know what I would have loved? I would have loved if the weekly was going hand in hand with the daily, but it's not. But on the daily, I cannot deny that it's looking awesome. So this could be something for the short term. But before, you know, we get all hyped up, we need, like, Solana needs to do this one very simple thing, okay? We need to see price above 20, like simply, we need to break above this supply line. If we can break supply, okay, if we can break this supply line, have a bit of a run, then test it, back test it as demand instead, and see that there's demand and it doesn't want to fall back within the channel. Good times for Solana. But I already see patterns and things telling us like Solana might have some good times ahead. Like, all it needs to do is literally break this level first, okay? Because the daily is showing signs, guys. The daily is showing signs. Yes, oscillators negative, histogram negative, MACD bearish. That's why I'm saying we gotta give it some time. We gotta see this break above this level, but we are already seeing potential reversal signs here and there, okay? So we just gotta give it some time, but monitor it. So what I'm gonna do, I've already seen this. I'm gonna monitor it. I'm gonna set my alarm right here. Add alert. So I'm aware of what's going on, okay? So if it breaks above this level, we got our next resistance around right around these areas. Let me just draw it for you. Hold on. Here you go. I'm loving the music in the background. Like, okay, this was a nice setup. Okay, so this is your resistance, right? First resistance. Yes, we have our next resistance all the way up here, but let Solana do its thing. Now we know about it. Everybody watching this live knows what could happen, what is most likely to happen with Solana, but it needs to break above this level. I already see a few signs hinting of a potential reversal. Keep that in mind. We are at support. We got this falling wedge, which is another one of those, things that's hinting a potential, reversal as well, right? So all this mixed up together, guys, it's not a bad thing, okay? If I forget it, remind me, we'll come back and have a look at Solana, but this is what Solana is telling us right now. Looking at the 4-hourly, if we come back to these levels, fine, whatever, it's okay, really. What I do not want to see on Solana is it breaking below this level, okay? Because if that happens, if I see any daily candle close below $19, we go a bit lower, and if this doesn't hold, hello to that level again, that level a lot of people do not want to see. It's possible if and only certain things happen that trigger that, okay? So we gotta wait for confirmations as usual, right? Okay, so that's it. We're done with Solana as well. Awesome. So we've done Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, BNB, XRP, Chainlink, Solana, and next is Magic. Guys, this is one massive, look at this. Just look at this. I don't know how many people realize, but this is massive, okay? Hold on. Like it's been a while since I've seen a symmetrical triangle this big. Honestly. Okay, so if this breaks out to the upside, do you know how it's gonna be doing? Like, we don't know 100%, but most likely it's gonna do something crazy. Something crazy. Just look at this symmetrical triangle, okay? Simple. That's been respected. Doesn't matter if it's the demand line, doesn't matter if it's the supply line. Respected. So many touches. So it's valid times 10, right? Now let's get into the details. So on the daily, we got some positive momentum on the oscillators. MACD, we already had our bullish crossover, fine. But there's something that I think I see that I do not like. Hope it's not what I think it is. Because guys, my TA is unbiased, so I'm gonna give it to you how it is. Doesn't matter if we like it, we hate it. Okay, thank God. Okay, good. there is no bad divergence because I thought I saw negative divergence, but there is none yet. There is none yet. Problem is, if price fails, if price, manages to come to these levels, okay, but then it fails to break above this level, to be more specific, literally above 1.0230, if it fails to break above that level, then that negative divergence is gonna build and become valid, because it's trying to form, but it's not quite, forming, because we had this, bullish candle. What is this? Excuse me, hold on. Okay, this was for my own setup, like my own. Can just remove it, already played out. So it's a bit confused, because look, nice tall green candle, but then oscillators are also fine and so on, but then again it's at resistance at the moment. It is at resistance. I can just pull this. It's at it broke above the 4-hourly resistance, but it's getting closer to that daily resistance. So I'd rather wait to see after it gets hit, and then I'd rather see something like this for me to be a bit more confident, in making a decision. Something like this. Where is the brush? Here. So something like this, where it breaks out. Slowly we kind of come back here. Slowly we come here. But then here we start, forming a base for support, right? You get what I mean? So I'd rather wait and see what happens, but it's very important to keep in mind this is one heavy symmetrical triangle. Hold on. We have enough touches, everything is valid. And for those of you who are interested in learning how to draw trend lines, the video is available for free on YouTube. I can't do more than that. You guys, if you want to learn, just invest in yourselves. Like, nobody's gonna do it for you. You just gotta, sit down, make time, and invest in yourself and learn. All right. So, first daily resistance, any daily candle close above this level, 1.0373. See you at the next, 4-hourly resistance. Okay, around 1.12, 1.16. But any close above this level, it's gonna confirm that, well, it's gonna be more likely that we actually come to these levels. Then the major one is all the way here, around between 1.5 to 1.7-ish dollars. Okay, but we'll take it step by step. There's some new support on the hourly, so you guys are aware. There you go, first hourly support. So any close below that level, we pull back a bit more further down. It should hold, but nothing is 100%, so we'll see. If it breaks, then we know it was a weak one. Okay, the music is getting to me right now. I gotta change it, hold on. Too much shouting and screaming. Hold on. Okay, and we are done with magic. 4-hourly, bad divergence. So I wouldn't be that shocked if we start, Yeah, there is some negative divergence on the 4-hourly, guys. Daily, not showing yet, but 4-hourly, there is already some negative divergence. It's only going to become invalid if we see a close above this level, and it's a long way there, okay? So we'll see what happens. Okay, let's move on. Okay, let's do H bar and then we'll do Pepe coin. Pepe. Yeah, bad news for H bar people. We still can't get above this level, okay? Still. Weekly at the moment is not giving us good vibes. There is no positive divergence. Like, oscillators are pretty much weak, negative, right? It's gonna be interesting if we're at least above, you know, 0.58-ish, 0.058-ish. Until then, it's looking negative divergence on the daily, which hints, which is kind of telling us that it could, you know, just continue dropping a bit more further down. Like, I wouldn't be, it's not gonna be that shocking if this doesn't manage to hold. If we lose the levels of 0.0490 on H bar, 0.04, 0.0375, very likely to happen if this doesn't hold, guys. 4-hourly. I think the most important one is the daily, you know. It's kind of telling. For H bar at least. Yeah, it's still looking. There are better assets out there. Simple. There are better assets out there at the moment. I mean, it's, notice how after there was something fundamental that happened with H bar. I don't remember exactly what happened, but there was some negative news. I don't know. Since then, it's been having troubles. You know, it's been underperforming, you know, compared to many other altcoins out there. Yeah, so that's H bar pretty much. Like, yeah. No problem, Ralph. Hope hope I answer your question. And by the way, guys, when you bring up any asset, doesn't matter if it's stocks, equities, crypto, doesn't matter what it is. It's helpful when you tell me what time frame, like for example, H bar daily, H bar 4-hourly, so I don't have to go through all of them and, you know, wonder which time frame you want me to look for. So it's good if you guys just let me know H bar daily time frame or H bar 4-hourly time frame, you know, for next time. So it's better for you guys as well. So then I can just, you know, focus on that, right? Otherwise, I'll just, you know, be going to the daily and then the 4-hourly and then the weekly, and it's unnecessary. All right, we're done with H bar. Let's do Pepe, Bisquete, Pepe. Chocolate, Pepe, Bisquete. Here we go. Okay, so we got our Pepe on. So I did tell you guys yesterday I can't do much with the daily time frame. What I can do is I can do something with the 4-hourly time frame at least, which is better than nothing at all. Just fix this up so we can have a better look at the oscillators, right? Okay, it held support. Support got respected. Why is this red? It should be blue. We hit resistance as well. Like, isn't it funny? Resistance is right. Like, I don't care about the wicks at the moment. I'm just look at the bodies. It's right within, like almost, right within the box, this resistance box, right? So price is just, hanging around there. So unless we break above this level on at least an hourly candle above 161, which could, help the price action push to these levels, there's not much we can do, okay? And to the downside, if we see any close below this level, right here, lower we go to that next support again. Simply, okay? Daily positive momentum, 4-hourly positive momentum on the oscillators. Like MACD had that bullish crossover, but then what's going on? It's not looking super strong, but it did have a bullish crossover, so keep that in mind. RSI was above neutral, it's back below neutral, pretty weak. That's it, Peppercoin. There are some new coins, some new meme coins out there. PsyOp, I don't know, some different things. Like things have been happening. Hold on, I don't know if this was. Yep, this is the one. PsyOp. Yes, guys, last year people got screwed by coins like Luna and I don't know what. This year either millionaires will be made or people are about to get more wrecked even with meme coins. Like, look at this, this is today alone. Let's just have a look at the daily hold on. This one, 23rd of May. Well, it's both of them really. So 38% up today. And it came out today. And do not ask me a lot of questions about what it is, what it's not. I have no idea. All I know, it's a meme coin. Some guy named Ben.eth or something is behind it. People thought he was gonna rug pull them, but then again, that didn't happen. So it looks like he promised some things, and those things he promised are being completed. Like he's doing the things, he is delivering. But there was a moment between the delivery after the promises were made, a little moment where people thought he was gonna rug pull everybody, take your money and run. But so far, right now, it doesn't seem that way. I mean, it doesn't seem. This is all I know. Okay, I'm not into the details, but from the little information that I have, this is what I can share with you guys. So yeah, meme coins going bananas. Meme coins going bananas. Look at Wojak. Why I'm saying, you know, either people are gonna be millionaires or wrecked is because of this. Imagine people buying at these levels, right? This area. You're down almost 100% soon. Minus 83%. So you guys understand, like, sure, millionaires can be made, but then again, wrecked kingdom can also be made. Depends on how you treat the, like, what you're doing, like how your risk management is, simply, right? So everybody who bought Wojak, I hope for your own sakes now you have, this is not financial advice, just joking with you guys, but hopefully you got PSYOP to kind of, you know, cover the losses from the other one, right? Wrong one. This is madness. This is just madness. And guys, you're gonna think like this is crazy, but I do not see any signs of this looking tired yet. Like, what is going on? I was expecting, you know, to see some signs, you know, where bulls are probably getting a bit tired or something, but no, not yet. Yeah, I sound surprised because I am surprised because, wow, okay. Yeah, I'd be a bit careful if I saw a close. I don't care if it's even a 10-minute close, but if I see a close below this level, right here. It's a bit crooked, I know. Hold on, I can just draw it on my other screen. Hold on. There you go. If I see a 10-minute, you know, candle close below this level, I will start being very, very careful. Like, very careful. If I was in this assets, if I was in it, I'd be cautious if I'd see a close below this level, but I'm not, so I'm just giving you my unbiased TA, right? Madness, madness. All right, let's move on to the next one. Like, I wasn't thinking of looking at PSYOP, but since we're talking about Pepe, I was like, why not PSYOP as well? So, okay, we've done Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, BNB, Ripple, Chainlink, Magic, Solana, HBAR, Pepe Coin as well. Awesome. Am I forgetting something? I feel like I forgot one or two more. Maybe not. All right, let's see what's happening with Google. Yesterday, I did, you know, share with you my views on what I see with, you know, with, well, where Google was, you know, heading next, according to my TA at least. And I'm still standing on that, on the things I said. I'm still strong on that. I still do think that we might see a reversal, you know, down to these levels at least. And I'm only gonna say I'm wrong if I see it, you know, hold on. If I see it, you know, close above these levels, just, you know, the top of this box. Pretty much. If I get stopped out, I get stopped out, then I'm wrong, simple as that. But by the looks of it, I mean, RSI is overbought, guys, right? We are at resistance on top of that. Okay, we are at resistance. This is no joke. if in 2 days, 3 days we close anything the way it's looking right now, I mean that's not a good sign, you know, for Google. Then it's another, you know, indication that most likely it will roll over to the downside, right? And by the way, guys, fast question. I'm just gonna give you 30 seconds. If you guys do not know the answer to this one, we'll discuss it on Discord maybe. But you got a minute. What is this candlestick right here? This one. This alone. What is it called? And you only have a minute. Go ahead. No one? Inverted hammer? No, it's wrong, Ralph. It's wrong. You had me confused for a second because but it's no, it's not. It's not the inverted hammer. No. Okay, so we will discuss because I've been talking about this a lot, like many times. Should I give you one more chance, chat, or should I let it be and we'll just discuss it another day? Okay. Because I've been asking you these types of questions just so you guys remember, you know, to next time. Okay, I'll wait. Okay, I'll give you another minute. No problem. I'll get some water. I'll give you another minute and just a minute, okay? Go ahead. Do your best. Chat, everybody watching, answers in the comment. I'm watching. Okay, I'm back. Let's move on. Ralph, you can just, you know, answer in the chat for the sake of the stream's flow. Gotta continue. All right, let's have a look at McDonald's because that one was also looking like, you know, it was gonna continue downwards, which I told you guys about yesterday. So eventually we could see it around these levels. It's being respected so far. Look, I did tell you guys yesterday, I do not think that this support is gonna hold. And look at how we gapped down. We actually just, you know, jumped and gapped down because, yeah. By the way of the indicators, like it didn't look like it was gonna hold, so eventually see around these levels. Simple. Negative momentum on the oscillators, MACD bearish, RSI going down. I don't know what's going on fundamentally, but TA is telling me stay put to my idea, to my setup, right? And I think we also had a look at Apple a few days ago. I was telling, I think it was Sinner, that I'd be cautious. And I wouldn't be getting in at these levels because we are at our 1 monthly time frame. That is a big deal. And then guys, if we see any close below this level, like we could pull back all the way down to $155, you know, at least for a start. And then we'll see what happens from there. Daily bearish crossover on the MACD, histogram negative, RSI is above neutral still, but yeah, Ralph, it's the shooting star. Exactly. So good job. So yeah, I hope you guys saw the stream, you know, when it was relevant then. And then we have this one that's been going nuts. I think it's a company in India, if I'm not mistaken. I did say it yesterday. And this is how it's looking. Like, look, that 4 hourly, it was no joke. That resistance was resistance, but we gapped above it. It meant that we just, you know, broke above it. Simple. All right. Now we are at second resistance levels, guys. Between $2,800 to $3,000, you know, we have our second resistance. So we are there. We'll see what happens when we reach these levels, unless it's weak and it starts, you know, rolling over around these areas, which is possible. But important thing for Adani, I don't know what that was, but important thing for Adani, okay, that it doesn't break below this level, because if it does, then back we come to these areas around 2000. Okay, so we got some support, new support around these levels now. If it fails to hold, then we can come lower. Simple. Yeah, that's pretty much it for me. I feel like we've gone through a whole lot today. We've done some equities, stocks, and, some other crypto assets as well. So all good. I think it's good enough. Isn't it like a bit like anybody who wouldn't have seen that this was a 1 minute chart, like you would have freaked out just looking at how the candle played out, right? But it's okay. This is just a 1 minute chart. It's so important, so very important that we hold around these levels, that we do not see a 4 hourly candle close below this level. Super important. I'm glad how TA is being respected, because I spoke about this a few days ago, and sure, we also know like the sentiment of the market. Most people are pretty much bearish because in Bitcoin at these levels, I can imagine everybody's like, hey, it's over, that's it, whatever, this and that. But I've been emphasizing on how important it is that there is no need to panic, at least from my point of view, if I do not see a close with some follow through. Like, it doesn't matter, right? That's how I do my TA, at least. So, but I understand why people had, you know, were panicking at these levels. It's not strange. So Bitcoin is still holding. It's still holding. If I do not see any close below that level that I mentioned in the beginning of the stream, I'm not losing any sleep over this. Like, it's okay. Guys, chat. Are there no more requests? Because I think there was only H bar, right? So I think we're good. That was it. We've gone through everything in that case, right? And I've been on for an hour and a half now almost. So thank you all. Like Ralph, Hope, thank you for hyping the stream, for all that love. Like, I appreciate it. It warms the heart. Like, it keeps the stream alive as well. So to the rest of you watching this stream on replay tomorrow, maybe, please do consider, you know, liking, subscribing. It's really a good way to support the stream, right? And for those of you who are interested in Patreon, just calm down. Soon it's gonna be the first of a new month, and then you guys are free to join, because I had to stop some people from joining since they wouldn't get, you know, the most out of it if they pay in the middle of the month. So first of the month, good. Middle of the month, it's not gonna benefit you unless you want to support Chart Striker, you want to support me, the stream, and you just, you know, want to pay twice. That's up to you, but I do not want you to burn your money for no reason, okay? So guys, thank you, much love to all of you. Like, thank you for, you know, showing up day after day, and I wish you the very best, and take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Good night.